Welcome to East Alabama Today, featuring topics, events, and interesting people from all over East Alabama. Hosted by Carl Brady. Now, let's get right to the show. Here's Carl Brady.
Hello, everyone. Welcome into East Alabama Today. I'm Carl Brady. Thanks for being with us on today's program. As always, we're going to get things started off with a little contact information for the show. A way of letting you know how to get in touch with me if you have an idea for East Alabama Today, or maybe you know of a topic or an event that would be a great subject for our show. We want to hear from you. The best way to do that is to send me an email, cbrady@tv24.tv. cbrady@tv24.tv. Send me emails concerning anything going on in your community, in your neck of the woods. You never know what we might decide to use as the topic of a program. You may find yourself as a guest or someone you know as a guest. Yeah, fairs, festivals, special events, all the things that could be going on with your church, your community organization, your nonprofit group, or if we just need to help spread the word about your nonprofit group and the ministry or the things that you do in the community. We're always looking for special guests to be on the program, so we want you to help us find those guests. Now, we're also looking for interesting people who live in your community. Maybe they have an odd or an interesting hobby. Maybe they're a writer, an artist, or a musician. Maybe it's just something off the wall and interesting that everybody would enjoy learning more about. We want to know about those people. So again, the best way to get in touch with me is to send me email, cbrady@tv24.tv. Now remember also, if you happen to miss an episode of the show, you can always go back online at tv24.tv, click on the on-demand section, go down to East Alabama Today, and there where you will find a whole series of East Alabama Today shows, of past shows, where you can go back and review information, watch it again, share it online, on social media, whatever you'd like to do, and see all of that information again at your convenience whenever you like on your computer, your laptop, your tablet, even on your phone. Just go to tv24.tv. We'll be back in just a moment. A special show coming up, so stay with us. Hello, everyone. Welcome back into East Alabama Today. A very good show for you today, focused on a huge local event. As a matter of fact, it has been called the largest one-day festival in the state of Alabama. Normally, 20 to 25,000 people come out to Oxford Fest every year. This year, 2015, was the 28th anniversary of Oxford Fest, their 28th annual event. The weather didn't cooperate, but there was still a huge crowd of people there, as you will see. It was kind of misty and rainy and not that great of a day on October 3rd for this year's Oxford Fest celebration. But what is Oxford Fest? Oxford Fest is a huge festival, arts and crafts festival with music and entertainment. There's food vendors, arts crafts vendors, all kinds of fun stuff going on all throughout the downtown Oxford, Alabama area. It is a great event, a lot of fun. TV24 was very happy to be there and be part of the event this year. And Chris Wright from TV24 is going to take us to Oxford Fest today and talk to some of the faces and meet some of the people involved in visiting Oxford Fest in Oxford, Alabama. We'll take you to Chris now at Oxford Fest in downtown Oxford, Alabama.
Well, Carl, even on a day that is less than perfect weather, Oxford Fest is the largest one-day festival in the state of Alabama. As you can see, we've got a great turnout again this year. Everybody's enjoying the festival, the food and all the shopping and just meeting up with each other. And we're going to be meeting several of the people at the festival here and introducing them to you today. Oxford Fest is all about community. The community comes together in Oxford every year for this festival. And the schools are here as well. Michael Maniscalco with us from Oxford Middle School. And really, to have a good school system and a good school, you've got to have the support of the community. So events like this really help the schools and everything, don't they?
Absolutely. And you know, this event shows, even on a rainy day like today, where we've got the weather's not really cooperating with us, you know, that great, but to have the turnout that we see here today is fantastic. And to have all the representatives that we have from all the schools here in Oxford. It just makes you proud to see this and to be a part of it. And we have the students here as well, and that's what it's all about for us as a school system, and that's the basis of our community. And I can't show enough gratitude to this community, and it's a great thing to see.
It's good to see the school getting out to be a part of this event as well. I know a lot of times for schools it's easy. Everybody comes to the school, and the schools don't always feel the need to get out into the community to see the other people that don't necessarily make it to the school. So we're glad to see you out here being an active part of the festival.
Well, thank you. And that's just something that we want to try and do is to get more visible. A lot of times we get parents to come into the school, like you said, and we want to get out in the community as well and help out in any way that we can. And this is one way to get our kids and what they're doing out in the spotlight, because some of the things that we're doing are amazing that these kids are able to do nowadays, and it's something that we want to broadcast and get as many people to see as possible.
The more the community, the parents, and everybody engages with the school, the better our kids are going to be educated.
That's exactly right. And like I said, the community of Oxford supports our school system more than any community that I've ever seen, and it's something that's really special, and it's something just to be proud of, and that we are very proud of.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you.
She's a very busy lady, but let's see if we can grab a couple of minutes with Teresa Crossan, a.k.a. Mrs. Bull, one of the organizers of Oxford Fest. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. How are you today?
I'm doing really well. Everybody's having a good time. Oxford Fest, as always, a big success, regardless of what the weather tries to do to us.
I'm surprised this many have shown out in the rain, but we are truly blessed. I tell you what, we are excited for the crowd.
Oxford Fest is the biggest one-day festival in the state of Alabama, bigger than any of them they have in Birmingham, Mobile, Huntsville, any of those other cities. What is it that's so special about Oxford Fest that makes everybody want to be a part of it?
It's driven by the opportunity for everybody to come out, support Oxford Fest, because we are charity. We give back to the community. Every dollar we draw in for profit goes back into the community, helps everybody. I think that's what makes everybody want to be a part of it, to be part of this great charity.
I'm not even sure how you draw in a dollar, because I didn't pay to get in. I've never paid to get into Oxford Fest. I pay a little bit sometimes for parking. The church has a fundraiser there with that, but I don't know, how does Oxford Fest actually bring any money in?
We charge our vendors to be here. So our food vendors and our craft vendors actually pay to be here. So when you're supporting them, they are in turn supporting us.
And of course, a lot of them are also, just what they're doing at their booths is to support different charities as well.
That's correct. And we've got vendors that have been with us the entire 27 years we've been here, and we are just blessed.
All right, so where do we see it in the future?
Oh, we see the 30th year of celebration just being an blowout. We are still getting things. We got a couple of years to go, but we're working on it already. So.
Right. 30 years coming up quickly.
Exactly. But this is the first year we've had rain, so we're hoping that it'll be another 27 before we get rain again.
That's a pretty good record.
It is a record. It
right.
really is.
Oxford Fest, always a great, fun event. First Saturday in October. Go ahead and put it on your calendar for next year and the year after and the year after that. Of course, Oxford Fest is the first Saturday of October every year. And also with October, we bring Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Still Magnolias here at Oxford Fest again this year. Elaine, it's good to see you.
Great to see you too.
So tell us a little bit about what you're doing here at Oxford Fest. It's not just an opportunity to sell some trinkets. You also get a chance to spread the word.
We do. We try to let everybody know what we're about and our services we offer in the community. We're a nonprofit organization and everybody's a volunteer.
All right, so what is Still Magnolias doing in the Oxford and the greater community?
Well, we have a care package that we send to cancer patients when they're having surgery. We have a Pinks boutique that has wigs, bras, prostheses, different items for cancer patients. We have a schoolgirl program where we go out and talk to schools to bring breast cancer awareness and talk to the young women about it.
And are you getting a good response here for everybody? They're looking at the the candied apples and all the nicely painted things, but they want to hear the message as well.
They do. We've had a lot of donations. We've had a great day.
Very good. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, and hopefully this rain will get a little bit better.
I think it's going away now.
Always plenty of opportunities to spend a couple of dollars to pick up something nice at Oxford Fest, but you can also enjoy yourself without spending any money. We've got lots of free activities, including some free entertainment on the stage every year. We always have some great artists performing live music throughout the day. Oxford Fest obviously is a big deal for the city of Oxford, but not just the city of Oxford, really for all of East Alabama and certainly Calhoun County. Lisa Morales is in charge of tourism for Calhoun County now. And Lisa, when you've got the largest one-day festival in the state of Alabama in your county, that is a big deal.
It's a great opportunity for us to get the word out about Visit Calhoun County and the Visitor Center, that we're here not just for visitors across the state and across the region, but for visitors right here in our own county.
And when you see a day like today where it's cold and rainy and still it's hard to walk through the streets, that says a lot, doesn't it?
It just shows the dedication of those in our community to support our festivals and support our local community. And they're shopping local today by supporting these vendors.
Oxford Fest, a big part of Oxford and Calhoun County.
Welcome back into East Alabama Today. Again, we are talking today about Oxford Fest 2015. Our cameras were on scene at Oxford Fest back on October 3rd. Chris Wright was there, and Nathan Gober was there, and several TV24 personalities were there. But Chris goes around and interviews a lot of people, talks to a lot of people about Oxford Fest, what Oxford Fest means to them, why they're there. It was a huge event. Again, as we mentioned earlier, the weather didn't cooperate as well as we would have liked. It was kind of rainy and dreary, but that didn't stop the crowd from coming out. I don't know how many people were there, but normally between 20 and 25,000 people come to Oxford Fest, the largest one-day festival in the state of Alabama, and it was still crowded and a lot of people there, even with the drizzly rain most of the day. So you'll see that as we continue here in just a moment. One of the things you may not know about Oxford Fest is that all the money that is raised through the fees and things like that related to Oxford Fest goes right back into the community in form of charitable donations. There's a whole list of charities that benefit from Oxford Fest, and that's something that sometimes gets lost in all the hoopla of the music, the arts and the crafts, the people, the entertainment, all the things that are going on for a whole day in downtown Oxford. So let me tell you a little bit about the organizations that benefit from Oxford Fest. Rainbow Omega is one of the beneficiaries at Oxford Fest. Steel Magnolia's Breast Cancer Support Group is a local in Calhoun County area breast cancer support group that gets some support from Oxford Fest. Also, United Cerebral Palsy Center. We are very familiar with the Cerebral Palsy Center, the huge telethon that TV24 participates in, and the entire East Alabama community gets involved with the UCP telethon every year. Oxford House is as well one of the beneficiaries. It is an assisted living facility in Oxford. Also, several of the local hospice organizations are involved and benefit from the monies from Oxford Fest as well, and special projects, special things. It's not just the hospice companies know they can contact Oxford Fest if there is a need that they run into with some of the families that they may be caring for through hospice care. Also, the Baptist Children's Homes are involved. The Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind, a big Christmas party thrown for the folks there. And the Calhoun-Cleburne Child Advocacy Center is on the list of recipients as well. And we all know the great work that they do with children and rape victims and child abuse victims, things like that, throughout the area. So let's get back over to Oxford Fest in downtown Oxford, Alabama. Let's go back out to Chris Wright.
When you have so many people gathered together at the state's largest one-day festival, you got to make sure everybody's safe. So Gary Sparks, are we safe?
Sure we are. I've got firefighters that are walking throughout the crowd. We have equipment staged here in town in case something happens, and between us and the police department and Oxford EMS, I think we have everything covered.
It really is a great opportunity for the fire department and all the services to engage a little bit with the community when there's not an emergency.
Oh yeah. I mean, these type of things are great. We've got a booth set up here. We're selling childhood cancer T-shirts, but it gives us a chance for the people to see the firefighters in a different light, in a different atmosphere, and the same with the police and Oxford EMS.
That's one of the great things about these community events like this. It brings the community back together. So often today we don't see each other face to face. We don't interact as much as we need to. We have to have events like this to make sure that we remember we are a community and how we can help each other.
Oh yeah, exactly, and you're exactly right. The community aspect of it. This is. I mean, I've seen people here that I haven't seen in a year, probably since last year here. So.
Right, I'm the same way. Every year at Oxford Fest, there's a certain group of people I say, well, I hadn't seen them since last Oxford Fest. I bet I'll see them today, and sure enough, here they are.
Exactly, and I'm real surprised about the crowd being so big considering the weather. Could you not do anything about the weather?
I tried. I did the best I could, I promise. But we still had rain. But hey, we got a little bit. It's not raining right now.
Exactly. I've done put my umbrella up, and everything's good right now.
All right. Thank you, Sparky.
Thank you, ma'am.
One of the things I love about Oxford Fest is everybody that you just run into while you're down here. We've got plenty of opportunities to do some shopping, but also just meeting up with people, including local celebrities like Cruz Skinner. Cruz, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Very, very well. I understand that your racing career is just absolutely taking off lately.
Yes, sir. I mean, we've been trying our hardest, just doing the best we can. We're just doing everything we can to go out there and just do all we can, just race clean and have fun.
All right, so people are saying you're going to be the next Dale Earnhardt or whatever. Tell us about the circuit that you're racing on right now.
Right now I'm running circle dirt track racing, and we race all across Southeast, whether it's Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, or Florida. We just travel around a lot, and we're just out here doing what we love.
How old are you now, Chris?
I just turned 14 a couple weeks ago.
But you've been driving and racing for how long?
This is my 9th season in racing. I started out racing go-karts when I was 5 years old.
Yeah, and making a name for himself across the Southeast and the nation. If you meet up with Cruz, get an autograph, because in a few years it's going to be tough to do, right?
I hope so.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, as we've mentioned here, there are opportunities to spend a little bit of money at lots of the different booths at Oxford Fest every year. But one of the things I love about the festival, every year when you're walking through Oxford Fest, somebody walks up and offers you a free bottle of water. Betty View Hills Church has been offering up the water for free every year. Why do you do that?
Because we want people to come to our church. We just love everybody so much. We like to help people.
It's a great opportunity to get out and just spread the word and meet people.
Spread the word about Jesus, yes. Try to bring everybody in.
Well, you know what? I am thirsty. Can I have a bottle of water?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Yeah, free water.
All right. Woo! I love free stuff. I love Oxford Fest. We've got lots of handcrafted goods at Oxford Fest. We also have some great hand-baked goods. And it's not just people coming in from out of town doing things. We got some local folks who are selling off their goods to help with charity organizations. And Nancy and Kay are with the Quest Club of Oxford.
That's right. We've been doing our bake sale for over 20 years at Oxford Fest.
Now, this year I'm guessing is probably not a record year for you yet.
Unfortunately, no. It's been a little soggy.
The rain, though, I'm impressed. Kay, a lot of people have come out regardless. It's 60 degrees and wet, but people are still here.
Oh yes, we have a lot of regular customers that come every Oxford Fest to participate in the Quest Club bake sale, and those loyal people are really kind to us.
And I know that you use the money that you raise for various local charities. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yes, we do Meals on Wheels, Cerebral Palsy, Second Chance. We do backpacks for blessings for the area schools to provide meals and snacks for school students who may not have as much to eat on the weekends, and a couple other charities as well. Oh, the biggest thing is we do a $1,000 scholarship to an Oxford senior graduate every year.
So it's amazing what purchasing a Rice Krispie treat can do, isn't it, Nancy?
It's absolutely amazing.
All right. Well, come see the Quest Club and get something good to eat the next time you are at Oxford Fest. It's been another great Oxford Fest. Even though the weather wasn't perfect, a lot of people had a good time. A lot of people got together to see old friends and make new friends and find some new items to take home with them and a few items to put into their bellies as well. We've had fun at Oxford Fest. We thank you for joining us.
Well, folks, our final segment here on East Alabama Today. Thank you so much for being with us on the program. Hope you've enjoyed our look at Oxford Fest. This was the 28th annual Oxford Fest held back on October 3rd. TV24 happy to be a part of it and to have our cameras there and just enjoy the fun of the Oxford Fest celebration. And again, it'll be the first weekend, the first Saturday in October in 2016. And if you want to know more about Oxford Fest, about how to get involved with the entertainment, how to be a vendor, a food vendor or an arts and craft vendor, or those kind of things. Lots of information, everything you need to know about Oxford Fest can be found online at oxfordfest.org. Go there and check it out, and all the contact numbers and names and information, all of that kind of stuff, everything you need to know about Oxford Fest in Oxford, Alabama is right there. oxfordfest.org. Go and check it out. And folks, we thank you for joining us here on East Alabama Today. Hope you have a great day, and we'll be back with you again next time.